Hey guys, today I want to talk about my top 3 Pokemon card investments or purchases at this moment. And the reason why I want to talk about these today is because we've seen a lot of interesting pricing with a lot of products recently. As we see, a lot of the market is pulling back. A lot of people are fearing the bull market's over, but there's a great buying opportunity for many of these products. Whether you believe in investing in the long term, or you enjoy ripping them, or you just want to buy it for a short term, they're at great prices right now. And so typically it's hard to gauge what is a great investment or purchase because it's all up to your own personal discretion of what you enjoy. And a lot of things were pretty high in the past, in the very near past, but currently we've seen a lot of things, new things, old things, hype things drop a lot in price recently. Yet holistically, the value still is extremely strong inside those sets. So today I want to look over 3 of those sets or items that would be a great pickup right now. So first off, I want to talk about a new release that has been pretty dropping a pretty good amount. That would be a great pickup right now. So typically I wouldn't recommend ever buying products like right on release or right after release, because typically there's a lot of hype surrounding them and the price just keeps going up and up. But recently we've seen something extremely interesting with the new mega sets. So either of the new mega sets, I got one of each box here on display: Mega Evolution and Phantasmal Flames. So these two are great purchases regardless, because of the fact that the sets are structurally strong. First of all, Mega Evolution is a base set, and in this base set they brought back megas. And so when they discontinued them in the Sun and Moon era, that was a huge thing that a lot of people enjoyed that went away. So when they bring back something like this nostalgically, it's always got a great feel to it that people want to come back to for the nostalgia. And so bringing back a concept like that in the set makes it super strong. In addition to any of the amazing artworks or rarities that they have in the set, just the concept that comes back in this base set is just really good for a long-term play. But also, the new set Phantasmal Flames is pretty heavily Charizard focused, and we haven't had a super Charizard focused set in a while. I don't recall what the last one was, maybe Obsidian Flames, but the point is, in this set, it's extremely Charizard focused. We get a lot of flashbacks to the XY era with like Flashfire. That it really reminds me of like the Mega Charizards in Flashfire with the blue flames, the red flames, and all those Mega cards in this set. And usually, any set with a Charizard performs strong. But the reason why this is such a good opportunity right now is because with these two sets over here, not only are they good sets, it's not a dud set. Even dud sets perform over time, but they're good sets and they're trading extremely low right now because recently the entire market's been trending downwards, even for hype products. And so after release, both of these products have seen sharp declines. They're all dropped like 10-20% since release at least. And it wasn't something that we were seeing much in the recent releases. Like with Destined Rivals, it was going to the moon straight out of release. And that was the norm, the new norm for a while. But now we finally have some sets that are tracing back after release, and honestly, it's English plus a phenomenal set and trading down right now. So if you're looking for an opportunity, you have extra cash, it's definitely not a bad purchase right now. And so the next investment I want to talk about, I actually don't have any yet physically here with me because I've been putting a lot into the third and final investment that I want to talk about. But the second one that we're talking about today is the Charizard Ultra Premium Collection, the newest Charizard Ultra Premium Collection that just released. So I believe I might still have a case of the old ones when they released. It's probably somewhere up there with the cases, but regardless, I know they performed extremely well. And also, funny enough, when the Charizard UPC released, it honestly didn't do that well. I don't remember if during that time is because Pokemon was going through a slow period, or just it wasn't received well, or it was overprinted like hell. But the Charizard UPC, the original one, If you guys know what I'm talking about, the white one. It was like the Sword and Shield era, the end of the Sword and Shield era, I believe, yeah. And it had some amazing promo cards inside, but the price didn't appreciate much for a while. But, you know, as time went on, 1 or 2 years, it just completely exploded in pricing. And that's something we will likely see with the blue Charizard, Mega Charizard UPC that recently released. And the price is extremely low right now because a lot of people are panic dumping these UPCs. You know, a lot of people bought it at retail from Pokemon Center, and also they're dropping at Costco below retail. And so a lot of people are buying these up and just dumping them. There is no doubt in my mind, and there should be no doubt in anyone's mind, that a Charizard UPC would perform poorly. It's literally got everything. It's a nice display piece because it's got Charizard on the front. It's a sick color. Who wouldn't want that on display? And then inside, there's phenomenal promo cards as well as a wide selection of packs. So there's not much you can ask for. There's not much more you can ask for. It's got like, that's why it's ultra premium. That's the ultra premium collection. It's got all in that. But the thing is, the reason why they're trading so low right now is just because overall the market's trading lower. You know, a lot of things are pulling back. A lot of people have spent money that they shouldn't have on buying these that don't actually appreciate them. So they need to get that money back. They gotta return their capital. So they're panic selling them. And also because Costco has run an insane Black Friday sale on them. Costco gets huge amounts of inventory and they sell it far below MSRP. And so when they do this, a lot of scalpers go and buy it up, and then it hits the secondary market on Facebook, eBay, whatever. And so people just try and make a quick buck. They'll sell it for $5-10 over what they paid even, just to dump them. Now, in a couple months, we always see this with Costco products. If you ever see a large Costco bundle hit the Costco stores, you'll see a huge drop, or a significant... you'll see a noticeable drop on the secondary market for like the next couple months until that inventory is bought out and ripped. And then the price returns back to normal and even higher. We saw this with 151 UPCs that were like dirt cheap at some point. Some of you may not remember this, may not acknowledge this, but there was a point where Costco was selling 151 UPCs for like $100, and you could just walk and buy as many as you want because nobody wanted them, and you could barely make anything on the secondary market. But nobody wanted them, and now they're like 1,000 a UPC. It's getting up to 1,000. It's gonna be a similar case with the Charizard UPC, because Charizard is such a strong Pokemon with phenomenal promo cards. How could it possibly not do well? Because eventually it stops getting printed. Eventually people will rip through these UPCs, and eventually Costco will run out of stock, and the secondary market will sell through the wave, and then the prices will appreciate once again. It's inevitable, and it's just a phenomenal piece to have. And it's just trending down a lot lately, like down 40% since release or something like that. It's just at a great price to buy right now. And then before we headed into the last and final item that I've been super heavily going in on lately, I want to just make one more note about Mega Evolution. So Mega Evolution has the bonus promo card inside. It's the Bulbasaur promo. It's a really nice artwork, and it has some pretty decent value on it, which is what makes it all the more a great purchase, because it's got a original 151 starter Pokemon plus it in the booster box, along with the set being phenomenal. So if you're gonna buy Mega Evolution, buy the booster boxes. It's just a great pickup right now. But into our last item. So our final investment that I have that I would recommend is Prismatic Evolutions. So I spent about like 4,000 just recently buying all these prismatic packs, because I just seen them at amazing prices right now. Once again, Costco has dropped an amazing bundle on these with like an ETB and a booster bundle for like $100, something like that. And so people are ripping them and selling them on the second market, just loose packs, or even the bundles. People just flipping the bundles. They're at great prices, and like if you do the math, like calculating tax and whatever, you're basically getting these at like retail. Like it's like $6 to $8 a pack before tax if you're buying these on the secondary market. And so that's why I'm stocking up right now. because not only is it a great investment, it's also a great short-term purchase because people love Prismatic, people love 151, people love Evolving Skies. All these key sets, these strong selling point sets, with these sets with phenomenal cards, phenomenal arts, and phenomenal concepts inside, like the shinies and stuff like that. People just love ripping these sets. And you know, we got the Moonbreon in here, or sorry, we got the Sunbreon in here, and so many other chase cards, and also the possibility of a God pack. So overall, so many people love this set, and it's just been, I think it's like on a 10% decline over the last month. And overall, it's a really strong set. That's undebatable. No one can say that this is not a strong set. It's literally got the Evolutions featured on the front of the packs. It's just a phenomenal set, and there's so many great artworks inside. And I actually was not a huge buyer of Prismatic until recently, because when they came out, they're like $15-20 a pack. Who's gonna pay that? You're guaranteed to lose money. Now, like a year or two after release, we have them trading down to below $10 a pack. And so now it's a great time, whether you want to hold for a long term. Like, look, Evolving Skies like trading upwards of $50 a pack now because the supply dried out. But now, since Costco's releasing all these bundles, Sam's Club, all these stores are releasing, because they're still printing Prismatic, printing. Now's a great time to pick it up. For Prismatic though, even though it's the #1 thing I'm buying hundreds of packs. There's like 400 or 500 packs here. I still believe they could go down lower, just because, you know, if they keep on printing more and more, it's always possible. But now is a comfortable price where I would be happy with buying them, because, you know, you can't time the bottom of the market, but you can recognize when it's at a great price. When you're buying it just about retail, it's pretty low downside and pretty high upside, because we've seen sets like this perform extremely well in the past. You just gotta have the patience to hold it through the cyclical market. If the market goes into a bear market again and like nobody wants to buy anything, you have to continue buying, or at least have enough money to just hold on to it and live about your life. And then in 5 years, when the market cycles back, you can go ahead and sell them off. But yeah, that's my list of top 3 right now. We've got a lot of great opportunities right now because the market's pulling back a bit. A lot of anticipation with Ascended Heroes and the upcoming 30th anniversary set. So I don't think the market's gonna go dull in the very near future, but we are seeing pullbacks on several hype items, a lot of new releases, and it's a great buying opportunity. So yeah, let me know what you guys are buying. You know, I still have tons of inventory. I will sell some stuff here to there, from here to there, and like, you know, move around some stuff, because you need cash flows in a business, like I said. But yeah, Prismatic is something I will be now stocking in stores, because it's at a great price. I can offer the customers a great price on it now, as well as holding for the longer run. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, what you guys are buying in the comments, because I haven't taken that deep of a look into all the products that are underpriced right now. I just noticed a couple that were just at great prices right now. Let me know what you guys are buying for your purchases or investments that are at great deals right now. And that's gonna be it for this video. Subscribe to join the journey.